Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into today's video, I just wanted to remind you to stick around until the very end. I've got some really valuable insights and tips to share with you that you won't want to miss. So if you're ready to learn and grow with me, let's get started. Today, I shall impart to you some invaluable insights on how small habits can catalyze mammoth improvements in your life through minute adjustments. Do you yearn for a positive change in your life? Is it your desire to indulge in healthier eating habits or perhaps learn a new language or master the guitar? While these aspirations are admirable, executing them is often easier said than done. Mere verbal affirmations do not suffice. Many of us aspire to enhance our lives in various domains, such as nutrition, education, or musical proficiency. However, aspiring alone does not equate to attainment. Lofty aspirations do not necessarily translate into tangible outcomes. So, what does? Enter the world of habits, the building blocks of progress and consistency. Permit me to expound upon the key ideas presented in James Clear's critically acclaimed bestseller Atomic Habits. I will elucidate that effecting monumental transformations in your life need not require a complete upheaval or radical transformation of your behavior. Revolutionizing one's conduct or reinventing oneself is not required. Instead, incremental modifications to one's behavior, consistently repeated over time, can culminate in habits that yield significant changes or transformative shifts. In essence, the path to excellence isn't paved with grandiose gestures or radical makeovers but is instead an accumulation of habitual practices. One may ponder, how can nominal changes yield significant results? The answer lies within the primal nature of habituation. Routine actions eventually manifest as ingrained habits that become automatic responses to stimuli. The crux of the matter lies in understanding that habits embody an iterative process that nurtures growth and progress. It involves a cyclical pattern of cue, craving, response, and reward. By identifying and altering the cues that trigger undesirable behavior, we can establish new habits that yield the desired outcome. What practical lessons can we glean from this ideology? Firstly, we must acknowledge that habit formation is a gradual process that requires consistent effort. Secondly, we must cultivate self-awareness to identify the cues that precipitate desirable or undesirable behavior. Finally, we should aim to implement small, incremental changes that are sustainable and reinforce positive behavioral patterns. For example, if one desires to cultivate a healthier diet, they need not completely overhaul their eating habits. Instead, gradual improvements, such as incorporating more greens or reducing sugary snacks, can eventually lead to a well-rounded, nutritious diet. Similarly, if one wishes to acquire a new skill or hobby, they need not invest copious amounts of time or money into lessons or equipment. Instead, consistent daily practice, even for a few minutes, can eventually result in mastery. By eschewing grandiose gestures and focusing on small, attainable goals, we can gradually develop life-altering habits. This concept is applicable not just to individuals seeking personal growth but also to organizations striving for excellence. Inculcating good habits enables companies to foster an environment of continuous improvement and innovation. To encapsulate, the metaphorical essence of habit formation lies in the belief that small steps taken consistently can lead to significant strides. The beauty of this approach is its universality. It is relevant to anyone seeking to improve themselves or their organization. Key takeaway 1: small habits can have a surprisingly powerful impact on one's life. To elucidate this notion, let us embark on a thought experiment. Allow me to paint a vivid picture for you. Envision a plane departing from Los Angeles, bound for New York City. The pilot inputs the precise coordinates into the computer system, and the plane takes off in the correct direction. However, imagine that shortly after takeoff, the pilot deviates slightly from the intended flight path, altering it by a negligible 3.5 degrees, a mere few feet. This inconsequential shift goes unnoticed by all on board, including the pilot and passengers. But as the journey progresses across the vast expanse of the United States, the cumulative effect of this small change becomes significant. The passengers arrive at their destination utterly bewildered, having landed in Washington, D.C. instead of their intended arrival point. Though seemingly insignificant, this slight variation alters the course of the entire journey. Similarly, in our lives, we often fail to perceive the power of small habits and how they can significantly impact our lives, even when we don't immediately notice it. Just like the pilot's minute deviation, we often fail to perceive the impact of minor adjustments in our habits. Engaging in a 20-minute jog today or indulging in a large pizza for dinner will not result in any immediate discernible effects. However, if we repeat these patterns consistently over time, the consequences can be substantial. Consistently consuming pizzas every day could lead to significant weight gain after a year, while regular exercise could contribute to improved fitness and well-being in the long run. The essence is that our choices compound into substantial outcomes, although we may not immediately witness the process. The key takeaway is that small habits can yield remarkable results, even if we do not notice them immediately. It can be disheartening when we fail to see progress despite our efforts. Lack of instant gratification can be disheartening. In such instances, it is crucial to focus on our current trajectory rather than our present outcomes. For example, suppose you have meager savings but are saving regularly. In that case, your current balance may appear insignificant, but your trajectory is headed in the right direction. Persisting with the right habits will eventually produce positive results. So, how does one cultivate effective habits and set themselves on the right path? The answer lies in consistent effort and determination and to develop beneficial habits. But once ingrained, it becomes second nature and can lead to exceptional outcomes. Habits are the building blocks of our lives, and developing productive routines can pave the way for a brighter future. We must recognize that habits are formed by repetition, and no habit is too insignificant. In pursuing our objectives, we must remain steadfast in our endeavors and maintain consistency to achieve lasting results. Your present choices, no matter how insignificant they may seem, can accumulate into significant achievements. To illustrate, brushing one's teeth daily may seem trivial, but it forms an essential habit that contributes to overall oral hygiene. In professional settings, committing to small, incremental improvements leads to a profound transformation in skill sets and expertise. Furthermore, personal relationships thrive through consistent, small acts of kindness and consideration. Whether it's saving money, exercising daily, or learning a new skill, developing habits that compound over time can positively transform your life. Remember, success doesn't happen overnight, but by building small habits, we can achieve exceptional outcomes. By acknowledging the power of small habits and focusing on our trajectory, we can achieve significant outcomes in various domains. Remember, dear viewers, no habit is too insignificant, and each one contributes to a larger pattern of positive change. Let us strive toward our desired trajectory by establishing beneficial habits and embracing small changes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And if you know someone who would enjoy this video, feel free to share it with them. See you in the next one.